Hi, I'm Ynja. I have my own business. It's called BakeMyDay. Um, I live and work here in Copenhagen, Denmark. BakeMyDay is a cake shop. I don't have any education or training in this area. I do have a professional background in cake decorating itself, but that's not the same as actually running a business. I have always been kind of going in that direction without necessarily knowing. As a kid, I was always creating something, always showing it off, and I was actually selling my stuff since I was 11 years old. Then I started posting a little bit about it. I created my own website, and I just started seeking opportunities to show what I was doing and seeking opportunities to sell. And I already felt back then the responsibility that it takes to sell things and to be self-employed, even though I was just a kid. I had to overcome the fright of saying no. I always thought I had to be nice to people and I thought everyone had to like me. It's still a little bit difficult to say no to people who really need a cake for the weekend and their daughter is getting baptized and they don't have any other place to go. It's really hard to say no to that. But if you want to succeed, you also need to know how to say no. And I also had to overcome getting attacked straight in my face. And also learning to answer for it and stand up for what we stand for and stand up for how our rules are, because you cannot let your customers decide how your business works and how your rules are. You have to run your business by your own rules. And I also had to take a lot of decisions very fast. I am still overcoming the pressure of running a business and having employees. It is really hard still. I'm still also overcoming the guilt of not being there when I'm not there, or not doing enough, even though I'm doing at least twice the amount that the standard employee does. I want BakeMyDay to be a place of creativity and a place that's worthy of visiting when you visit Copenhagen, and that's worthy of driving from outside the city just to visit. I also want BakeMyDay to be a great workplace. I think I learned the most from just being a curious person and not being afraid to try new things. I also learned a lot from my previous job, obviously, as being a cake decorator. I learned that you just got to work until the work is finished. There's no shortcut to that. And I think it's really good for me that I have the experience myself working in a similar place, because that gives me a better understanding of my employees and how they feel and so on. I just wanted to create something big, and I really wanted to also go through the whole process from doing it all myself. In the beginning, when I had to bake myself, I had to clean myself, I had to do the accounting kind of myself, I had to shop everything myself, I had to create new products and, Instagram, website, pictures. It's a lot of work. Then to hiring new employees and giving them jobs and creating positions. You also need to decide how you're gonna plan the work, who's gonna do what, everything. It also takes time. I got the idea, and 2 months later it became reality. That's how my life goes a lot of time. I felt that I knew the process a little bit. I knew how it works with the customers, with the taking the orders, and from the time I got the idea until the time I got a positive answer for renting a shop in Copenhagen, I of course used the time best I could to read some books and prepare as much as I could in a short time. I haven't tried being older than I am, but from what I hear, then you are supposed to have more energy when you're young. And that energy is really useful when you start your own business. I think most people are positive about me being so young. and doing my own thing, and people say that I'm really inspirational or very brave for doing it, but it's not how I see myself. I mean, I just wanted to learn new things and being challenged on a different level than I tried before. But since the start of BakeMyDay, I have almost not thought about anything else. On a normal week, I would try to go to the office on Mondays and Tuesdays to answer emails, do social media work, update the web shop, order products like boxes, sprinkles, and so on. Also work with our graphic designer. We are doing a lot of projects, and on Wednesdays and Fridays I'm usually at the shop. Thursdays are really just whatever is most needed at that time. Usually it's mostly computer work. Every Saturday I'm at the shop, usually just helping customers when they're picking up their cakes and stuff. Yeah, on Sundays, that's my off day. I say I'm off, but yeah, a lot of times I end up doing something anyways. My business, it's through social media visibility, Google SEO, and also link building is very important for Google ranking. We have also been at some big wedding fairs and stuff like that, and it definitely helps, but it is a lot of work setting stuff up like that, and the problem with it is it's really hard to know how much is actually paying off or how much you're actually getting out of it. The good thing about the internet is you can actually see what you're getting out of all the different things that you do on the internet. You can see how many customers you get from Instagram, from Facebook, from Google search. It's really good to know these informations because then you know where to put your energy. And yeah, the website is also really important. It's important to have an easy to use website that shows your company's vision, your company's personality, kind of. And I also think that I also have a very long way to go with my website for BakeMyDay. Even though I've been working on it for 2 years, it's kind of like a never-ending story with a website. Just keep in mind that it's really important to know what kind of business or idea you have and what kind of customers you're gonna have, and to plan. I think it's very important to be visible on social media, and having an audience there is such a great tool for business. You can use it for so many things. Yeah, for my business, it's Instagram that's the best fit, and I have grown our account to over 10,000 followers now, which is very nice. Go follow on Instagram, it's BakeMyDay CPH, like Copenhagen. Yeah, many of our customers actually tell us that they saw us first on Instagram, which is great information for us to hear. I would say you should avoid getting in any sort of conflicts, because if you have enemies, they can destroy you online. You're really vulnerable as a business, and you need to be careful what you say, how you say things, and looking at yourself as somebody who knows everything, because in my opinion you should always be humble. And also with your employees, importantly, you should admit your mistakes and don't overlook what you could do better. And just remember that nobody can run a business perfectly. There is mistakes, it's normal. Like, take the mistakes and learn from them. I want to say that you need to be sure that you want to start a business. You need to be sure that you want to spend a few years of your life in a bit of chaos, take a bit of loss. Maybe it's loss of money, loss of quality time with your friends or family, loss of your interests and hobbies. You won't maybe have time for doing that anymore. You have to be ready to take a lot of chances, take a lot of hard decisions, to be responsible to keep yourself healthy in the midst of it all, because that's the most important, because if you're down, then the business is down. Yeah, it's important to be ready for it mentally, and also just be sure that this is what you want to do. Of course, you can always change your mind, and you can try it and then just stop it if you don't like it, but it's not an end-lead decision. it's a lot of fun. It gives you a lot, and if you're ready for it, do it, and don't be afraid of making mistakes.